Okay guys, so real quick here before I finish up this project, I just did a clutch sensor removal on a 2017 YFZ450. This is the exact same process for the 14s and up. Not totally sure about the 13s and older. It's probably the exact same, but I don't want to say this for sure. Anyways, for the 14 and up, this is a really simple thing to do. If you're racing or you're doing some sort of competition where you do dead engine starts like GNCC or Works, this is something you will want to do. Essentially what it does is it makes the quad be able to start in any gear. You don't have to be in neutral. All you have to do is hit the on button and it'll go. Rather you're in fifth, first, whatever. So if you're doing dead engine starts, the guy's waving the flag up, you go as soon as the flag goes up, you're already in gear, you just press the button and go. I've already done the project on this quad, but it's really easy to explain how to do it, and so I will do that right now. If you have a stock clutch perch like I have, you will see a wire going into here. That wire just twists out. This is your clutch cable wire itself. This is for a different on switch I have, but it is the wire that goes right here. You will unplug that and it will come down into your dash area. It will likely duck behind your dashboard itself, down into the cluster of wires right here, and it will go into a plug that looks like this. It will be inside of your little rubber protector here. That plug looks like this. I made the mistake, because I deleted this wire quite a while ago, not thinking about it at the moment then. I was just wanting to clean up the wires. I threw away the piece that goes into this and up to the clutch. So for me, I had to cut the plug itself off and splice the wires together. All you're gonna do is take the two wires that are coming up from this into, there we go, into the piece that plugs into this right here. You're gonna cut the wires above it. So you're gonna leave the plug itself, both male and female ends, to make it easier on yourself. Just leave it plugged in, give yourself an inch or two, go ahead and cut them, splice them together or wrap them around each other so that both ends are touching in a solid contact. Wrap them up in some electrical tape, or maybe you want to use some sort of connector itself. You just need to make sure that both wires are touching. There is a black wire and a dark blue wire. Just wrap them up and touch them together. What that does is basically tell the motor it is in neutral, and it basically is telling your computer that the quad is in neutral and that the quad has the clutch in and you are good to start. When in actuality, you might be in first and the clutch is out. Just know, fair warning, that if you do this, which again, as a racer myself, I highly recommend, it will go forward in gear when you start it. Make sure that you are ready to go and attentive, because if you are on the machine, rather it be a dirt bike, because they have the exact same setup, or a quad, that if you're sitting on this thing and you're in first and you press the on button and it actually fires up, it will start rolling forward in first, just like normal. As it turns over, it will lurch forward unless you have the clutch in or if you are in neutral, obviously. But again, pretty easy project. Just chase the wire down behind here. Give yourself a little bit of grace period on the upper side of the plug. Cut the wires, splice them together, cover them up with some electrical tape, do whatever you want to do, and that's all you need to do. What that's going to help with is if you stall it, you don't have to sit there and find neutral. You can just pull in the clutch and press the button and go. Again, if you're racing off-road, you can, you know, be in first, ready to go, so that you're eliminating seconds off of getting a hole shot. Or maybe you just don't want to hassle with finding neutral every time. Maybe you're having a problem with your quad and the clutch speed or the clutch sensor itself is just going out. It's all a possibility, but that is definitely, if you're having an issue, a mechanical issue of sense, that is definitely step number one to check, is splice those wires. Otherwise, you guys should be good to go. A little more race savvy and a little bit more race ready on the 14s through current YFZ450.